You sit down to study, but suddenly your phone feels way more interesting. You check one message, then another, then maybe just one quick video. I'll start in 5 minutes, you tell yourself. But before you know it, hours have passed, and your books are still closed. Sound familiar? Why does this keep happening? More importantly, how do you stop? Let's break it down, step by step. Procrastination isn't just about being lazy. It's actually your brain trying to protect you. Sounds weird, right? But think about it. Studying can feel overwhelming. It requires effort, focus, and sometimes even a little bit of stress. And your brain hates stress. So instead, it looks for an escape, something easy, something fun, something that gives you instant gratification. That's why, the moment you sit down to study, your brain starts looking for quick dopamine boosts, scrolling through social media, watching one more episode of a show, or even doing completely unnecessary things, like organizing your desk for the 10th time. But here's the secret. You don't need more motivation to study. You need to make it easier to start. Here's how. Step 1. The 5-minute rule. The hardest part of studying? Getting started. That's why the best way to trick your brain is with the 5-minute rule. Here's how it works. The next time you need to study, tell yourself, I'll just do it for 5 minutes. That's it. Just 5 minutes. No pressure, no long-term commitment. Just start. What happens next? In most cases, you keep going. Because once you've started, the mental resistance disappears. Your brain realizes, oh, this isn't that bad. Great! And suddenly, you're studying for 30 minutes, then an hour. All because you convinced yourself to take that first step. Step 2. The study trigger. Have you ever noticed that when you lie in bed, you instantly feel sleepy? That's because your brain associates places with habits. Now think about where you usually study. If you're trying to focus in a place where you also watch Netflix, scroll on your phone, or relax, your brain gets confused. It doesn't know if it should be in work mode or chill mode. That's why you need a study trigger, a specific place that tells your brain, when I sit here, I study. That's it. It could be a desk, a certain chair, or even a quiet corner at the library. The key is to make it a space that's only for studying. That way, as soon as you sit down, your brain knows it's time to focus. Step 3. The dopamine swap. Here's the problem with studying. It's boring compared to, well, everything else. Checking Instagram? Fun. Watching a YouTube video? Fun. Studying? Not so much. But what if you could make it fun? That's where the dopamine swap comes in. The idea is simple. Instead of letting distractions pull you away from studying, use them as a reward for getting work done. Here's how. Set a study timer for 30 minutes. Focus. No distractions, no breaks. Just study. When the timer goes off, reward yourself with a 5-minute break. Scroll your phone, grab a snack, listen to music. Repeat. This method works because it teaches your brain, studying sex reward. Instead of feeling like a punishment, it becomes something that leads to something good. Still struggling? Here's the ultimate fix. Stop seeing studying as a chore and start seeing it as an investment. Right now, it might feel like studying is just about getting through an assignment or passing a test. But take a step back. Every single hour you put in today is building something bigger. Your future, your skills, your freedom. Think about it. The more you learn now, the more choices you'll have later. Want to get into a great college? Land a high-paying job? Start your own business? It all starts here. Once you shift your mindset from, I have to study, to, I'm choosing to invest in myself, everything changes. So, next time you feel like putting off your work, remember this. Trick your brain into starting with the 5-minute rule. Create a study trigger so your brain knows it's time to focus. Use the dopamine swap to make studying more rewarding. And most importantly, remember why you're doing this. Procrastination isn't a habit you're stuck with forever. It's just a pattern. And once you break it, studying becomes easier. Your grades improve, and you finally feel in control. Which of these tips will you try first? Drop a focus in the comments if you're ready to beat procrastination. And if you want more study hacks, make sure to subscribe.